France's
Paris!
capital.
The city of
The
love.
17th St Michel. Now look for
Whoa!
places that I couldn't cover.
I think I feel sad because I have never been to all these places.
I'm telling you, honestly. Yeah, you say no.
Yeah, like I can't believe I've not.
Guys, my name is Ryan and I want to show you some of my favorite places in the enchanting country of France. So here's my French top 10. France is known all around the world for its endless history and jaw-dropping scenery, from the towering French Alps to the Mediterranean coast of the French Riviera. France has so much to offer.
What?
Let's start this video off at the picturesque city of Annecy. Now, Annecy is located at the foot of the Alps. It's famous for its medieval old town.
Wait,
and
is that
it's been
water
nicknamed
behind
the
the-
Venice of the Alps thanks to its canals. Now, the city is just absolutely magical, but what I love about the region is Lake Annecy. It's known as one of the cleanest lakes in all of Europe, and I just love the surrounding mountains. I mean, I just can't think of a better place to enjoy on a hot summer day. Now, one of the crowning features of the area is the Château de Mont St Bernard. The castle began construction back in the 13th century, and it's just hard to beat the view of this medieval
It's
castle.
beautiful. The color.
After Annecy, we're going to head over to the nearby French Alps.
French has no.
The French has no.
I don't know. I
It
thought
snows in French too, in France. Some
Oh,
call it
wait.
French. France.
Paris is in France. French. Why you just
Paris
confused.
is in France.
It's in France, right?
Yes. Paris is in
So
France.
sorry, guys. So sorry.
Now, this is definitely
Oh,
my
wow.
favorite
Wow.
region
Mountain
in all of
goats.
France. It's home to the incredibly massive Mont Blanc, which is the highest mountain in all the Alps at 15,774 feet.
Oh, that's.
If you want to get a close-up view to Mont Blanc without the hiking, you can visit the Aiguille du Midi. Now, special thanks to my friend Guillaume Rougelot for helping me out with footage. I'll link his channel in the description below. Now, the Aiguille du Midi was constructed back in 1955, and when you see it, you just can't fathom how they were able to build this on top of a mountaintop.
That's a long
now,
time.
To get there, you can take a 20-minute cable car ride, which holds the world record for the highest vertical ascent by a cable car with an elevation gain of
Wait,
9,000
people
feet.
actually wait. People actually walking up the mountain side, this tip, whatever it's
Yeah.
called. What if they fall down?
That's the fun.
You know how snow gives you false illusion? Like
Yeah.
there's a rope there, and you step on it, there's no rope suspending under. You just
I just noticed
fall.
people are walking on the side of it. Wow. That's crazy.
They're courage.
And when you reach the top, you'll be able to witness one of the best 360 views in all the Alps. Now, if you're into hiking, you'll have to experience the Tour du Mont Blanc. It's a roughly 170-kilometer trek that loops around Mont Blanc. You'll not only hike in France, but you'll also go through
That's
Italy
cute.
and Switzerland. If you hike at a decent pace, you can expect to complete the loop in about 10 days. If I can travel to France this summer, I definitely want to attempt the Tour de Mont Blanc. I mean, literally just looks like pure paradise out there. After the
Yeah.
Alps, we're going to head
Wow.
over to the Alsace region, now located in eastern France, bordering Germany and Switzerland. The Alsace region is famous for
Born
its
in
fairy
Germany,
tale
I did
cities, wine country, and rich history. Over the centuries, the
Oh,
region
wow.
has alternated between French and German control, and today it represents a mix of those
This looks
cultures.
like something I've
The
seen in
capital of
the-
Alsace
Yeah, that's
is
what I was
Strasbourg.
trying to say
It's
that
home
time.
to the formal seat of the
I've
European
seen this
Parliament.
location somewhere. I just
Another
can't see
enchanting
this way.
city in the region is Colmar. Colmar looks like something straight out of a Disney movie. The city's
Yeah.
old town is lined with timber, medieval buildings. I love the canal that runs throughout the
Yes,
city.
this very
It just
right.
adds to the magic of the place.
Where-
if you
yeah,
want
where
to
they will
skip the
be
cities,
singing,
you can
you get the
experience the
boats, and the
Alsace
guy will be
wine
singing or
route.
something.
It's a 170-kilometer-long route that passes through some of
Can you
France's
see the view
greatest-
of this place? Like, just take a look. The houses and the plants. You know, the grains.
Sorry, I have a very huge question to ask. This field,
Mm-hmm.
do they mourn it?
No, they're
Like
actually
moon.
planting things there. Those are actually actual
are
crops. Those are farm area.
All this whole place?
Yes.
I'm not just talking about here. I'm talking about here.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
want to see the demarcation, the pattern, and the
Yes.
ridges on it.
Wow.
Who owns the farm?
this wine. country and picturesque towns. One of my favorites is the quaint village of ERIK. It's believed to be the village that inspired the town from Beauty and the Beast. Even if you don't drink wine like me, it's impossible to not fall in love with this region of France. After, we're going to France's capital,
Paris, the city
since
of
the
love.
17th century.
The Eiffel Tower. But to be honest, I'm actually shocked that they had villages like that, you know. Because the only thing we've seen so far is Paris. Yeah, Paris, obviously Paris. And then seeing the villages and how neatly done and how good it looks. I love it.
You know that for a very long time, I've always thought that Paris was in US. Yeah, for a very long
You
time.
thought that France is French.
So, like, it's very amazing. That's why I love history. You get to learn things that you don't know.
Learn and
about.
unlearn, yeah.
France is French now.
No, I know French. Like he was pronouncing French as. Sorry, we're not going back at that. So let's continue.
Paris has been Europe's major center of finance, diplomacy, fashion, and the arts. Paris is one of the world's most visited cities, and with all its attractions and fascinating history, it's easy to see why. Paris's most recognizable attraction is the Eiffel Tower. It was built in 1889 for the World Fair. The Eiffel Tower is 324 meters high, which made it the tallest
Wait, did other
man-made
people climb
structure
it?
in the world till 1930. You can take an elevator up there to get an incredible 360 panoramic view of all of Paris. Another
I never
popular
actually thought
attraction
people
is the
normally
Louvre
climb
Really,
that.
I didn't
Museum.
know people
It's the
actually
world's
can go
largest
up
art
there.
museum, and it's home to Da Vinci's Mona Lisa.
Yeah,
You
Da
can also
Vinci.
take a drive around the Arc de Triomphe or walk the grounds of the Palace of Versailles. And there's just so much to see in this grand city. If you want a road trip outside the capital, you can head to France's northern coast, visit the coastal town of Etretat. Located about 3 hours outside of Paris, Etretat is famous for its white cliffs and rock formations. One of the most well-known is
It's
the
similar to
Falaise
something
de
we've seen in,
Avant Arch. It
England.
has such a unique shape. I
Exactly.
guess you could
Yeah,
say they are the
exactly.
French cousins of
replica
old
of
hairy
it.
rocks. While we're still on the coast, we're going to visit the
Wow.
magical island of Mont St Michel. Now located 1 kilometer off the coast of France, Mont St Michel is
Oh
one
my
of the most
goodness,
magical
this is incredible. This highland is fascinating. Never seen something
Looks
like
like a
this.
mini city.
Yeah, the houses and
Surrounded by
the
water.
upper house too. Wow.
destinations in all of Europe. The island is full of small shops and
Wait.
homes with a monastery perched on the top of the island's highest point. The construction of the monastery began in the 10th century and was finished in 1523. Due to its strategic position and dangerous changing tides, the island remained protected throughout history. Today, Mont St Michel is one of France's most popular tourist destinations. If you're ever in northern France or Paris, you really need to visit this
Yes,
magical
I
island.
need you.
After,
I need-
we're going to head to the neighboring region of Brittany. Now located on the northwestern tip of France,
Brittany.
Brittany is full of rugged beaches and countless lighthouses. One thing that is particularly
I
fascinating
would say for real, the European nations, their buildings are actually very similar.
Yeah.
Because some of the stuff we've seen here, we've actually seen it in some couple of videos we've checked out, places we've checked out, you know. Like that lighthouse is looking like the one we saw, you know. There's a video we just did today. It's looking like that one.
Canada.
Canada,
Yes,
yeah.
it's looking like the one in Canada. Wow.
about Brittany is its presence of megalithic monuments. There are thousands
You know,
of
there's
stones
still like
scattered
this in
around the
Britain.
region, ranging from
Yeah,
ancient
yeah.
tombs to single standing stones that
Wow.
were arranged by Neolithic people over 7,000 years ago. I mean, just pretty interesting if you ask me. Now, aside from the ancient megaliths, Brittany is home to some stunning coastal towns. One of my favorites is Le Conquet. It's an ideal maritime city with a picturesque harbor. One of the
This is
highlights
beautiful.
of the area is the Kermovan Lighthouse. I mean, just such a beautiful setting. Aside from Le Conquet, Brittany is full of hundreds of seaside towns and beaches just waiting to be discovered. After, let's head over to the medieval fortress of Carcassonne. Now, when I imagine medieval Europe, I don't think there's a better place that exemplifies it better than
Yes.
this fortified city. Located in southern
Fortified
France,
indeed.
Carcassonne
It was.
began as a Roman fortified hilltop and was given to the
It's a high
Visigoths
wall.
in the 5th century, who continued to fortify and build the city. Throughout the
I just had
Right.
hilltop again
Carcassonne
here.
proved to be an impregnable fortress as army
Hilltop from.
Oh, from the movie From.
Yeah. I said the name sounds so familiar. I just can't place where I heard it from.
after army failed to overtake the protected city. Today, the city consists of 53 towers that are protected by its 2 outer walls. It remains as one of Europe's greatest medieval gems. While we're still on the topic of medieval cities, we're going to head over to Uz. Now located about 2.5 hours from Carcassonne, Uzès is a small town with quite the medieval charm. What I love about Uzès is the Duke's Castle. It has such a unique look to it. The main tower with its 4 mini spire gives
But the
off
cities in
medieval vibes.
sorry,
Now, while
I
you're
just
in
got to mention the cities in France, the villages and all of these places is showing it's not as well kept as the previous one we've seen, because the building is showed in the waterside, that building in the island. There's a part of it you showed that wasn't looking so up to date compared to what we've been seeing before. It's just an observation though, but you can you know better.
I think what happened there is, they are trying to preserve that history the way it is.
Okay.
You understand? They don't want to tamper it. That's why it's a tourist center. You understand? So I don't think they want
you can
to
make the
tamper
short
with the history.
15-minute drive to the ancient Roman aqueduct Pont du Gard. It's over 2,000 years old and carried water over 50 kilometers to a Roman colony. It's the highest of all Roman aqueducts, and it's one of the most well-preserved. Another nearby place to visit is Avignon. It's a stunning French medieval city full of intriguing architecture and history.
How did they even
Here,
put
we're going to
that,
head down to southern France to the
stuff there,
French
that
Riviera. Now located on the southeast corner of France, I have to say that the French Riviera is home to some of the world's best coastline. It's the perfect contrast between mountains and the Mediterranean Ocean. One stunning city on the French Riviera is Menton. It's a stunning coastal city sandwiched between Monaco and the Italian border. I just love its ports with the backdrop of the Green Mountains. And compared to other popular cities on the Riviera, such as Nice or Cannes, this one's not as crowded, so it's a perfect place to visit to escape the crowds. Now, if you're looking for some medieval vibes, you can visit the nearby hilltop village of Ez. The village dates back to the 1300s, and when you explore the city, you'll feel like you're going back in time. You can hike to the summit on the town with a fortress on top, and you'll get some of the best views of the French Riviera. Well, that is it for my France top 10. I mean, there's just so many beautiful places that I couldn't cover in this video, so I'll have to do a part 2.
And the sunlight
reflecting on
you
in the comments below. I also started a relaxation channel where I post hour-long films.
Please like, subscribe. This is a lovely video. And he put us through lovely places in France, and I must say it's actually a very beautiful country. They have amazing landscape, scenery, water, everything is just amazing, to be honest. And seeing the Eiffel Tower, I never knew we can actually go up the Eiffel Tower. I was just thinking it's just the tower and you can only stay underneath and everything. I didn't know there was an elevation going up there. Don't really know.
Sorry to say this, but I think I feel sad because I have never been to all these places.
I'm telling you, honestly.
And it may seem like a joke, but I feel like tearing up right now because these places are just amazing.
Are you tearing up?
Yeah, like I can't believe I've not been to these places. Like, come on. I need to go to these places.
You need to take me to those places. I'm your wife.
Let me go there first.
We need to kiss under the Eiffel Tower.
Honestly,
to seal our love.
Like the breathtaking sceneries in these videos brought tears to my eyes. That's to show you how much I really love to be there. I want to be there because they're so amazing.
Yeah, and I actually pointed something out in the video, and please do not be offended when I said some of the buildings there wasn't looking like very well kept, and then it brought to my notice that okay, those things are actually just preserved for history to be seen as as it is. But you can let me know better in the comment section. I do appreciate your comment on that. Do not forget to like, subscribe, and send money so we come to France. And we have Patreon, we have membership. Do you have to show your support there? Love you guys.